Usap here, but you can call me Miss Zara. This is the Love Life Show. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Click on the notification bell and get notified anytime we post a video. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we spice it up. This is still the Love Life Show with Ms. Zara. Let's go straight into today's discussion. I want to talk about certain relationship boundaries. You know, each and every one of us have boundaries. In everything we do, we have limits. There are certain things that is not allowed or you will not allow someone to do to you. Yes, we take that into relationship as well. We have a lot of boundaries. Like, we have different types of boundaries. We have the physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, sexual boundaries, legal boundaries, intellectual boundaries, material boundaries. We have so many types of boundaries, but today I want to take two and then we discuss. I want to talk about emotional boundaries and then sexual boundaries. These are the topics we are going to talk about today. Okay, so examples of emotional boundaries. Learning to say no. So sometimes it is easier to sacrifice your own need out of fear of upsetting your partner, or sometimes because you want to please him. However, when they ask for something that is against your discipline or, let's say, your principles, it is not bad to say no. You get it? Sometimes they can even force you to sacrifice something that is important. You have every right to say no when you are not comfortable with whatever they want to do to you. It shouldn't be harsh, you get it? But then you should learn to say it assertively. Another example of emotional boundary is refusing to take blame. Your partner may blame you out of hurt or guilt. This behavior does not mean their anger is your fault. Do not let them skirt responsibility by manipulating your emotions. You get it? Acknowledge the pain. Yes, let them know you are there for them. But you should accept that you will not take responsibility for their actions. Sometimes they will do something wrong. At the end of the day, make you feel bad for what they did. You should learn to refuse the blame. You are not supposed to accept everything that comes because at the end of the day you want to please your partner. No, you should learn to refuse blame when you know you are right. Another example of emotional boundary is expecting respect. You deserve kindness. In fact, everybody deserves loving communication. If you feel your partner is speaking from an unjustified anger or in a disrespectful tone, I think you are in your right to remove yourself out of the scenario, honestly speaking. You're not supposed to be there and then accept it. You can let them know that if they want to have a conversation, it must come from a place of respect. Don't allow someone to disrespect you because you think you want to please the person. Or your partner shouldn't disrespect you because he or she is angry. It doesn't add up. You should control your anger. You should mind the kind of words you use on your partner when you are angry, because words are such that you can't take them back. Neither can you retract it. You can just say, I'm retracting my sentence, but then the pain you've caused that person can never be erased. Let me use that word. So the fact that you are angry should not guarantee disrespect. So you, the person, should set a boundary in such that your partner will mind his language or the kind of words he uses or she uses when talking to you whenever there's an argument or there's a misunderstanding. So these are the three examples I want to give on emotional boundary. Now quickly, let's move to sexual boundaries. You know, obiani how the body etie, and we all have our own ways of meeting our partners sexually or being intimate with our partners. Now, someone might want an oral sex, someone might want the normal way of having sex. Obiani hawa opese he or she wants to be touched. Let me use it. So if you are doing something that is going against the person's will or making the person uncomfortable, you should be able to talk about it with your partner, because you shouldn't allow love to be the reason why your partner will abuse you sexually or make you do things that will make you uncomfortable. There's a need to set sexual boundaries, because at the end of the day, it might even affect your health. Things that you do sexually with your partner that makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to talk about it. So I believe that before you even enter into the relationship, or when the initial stage of the relationship, you need to have this conversation about how long, or the sexual drive of your partner. You need to know where and when the person can have sex, the duration the person can go, the positions and everything. You need to know all these things so that you don't end up abusing your partner sexually. These are very important boundaries that must be set in the relationship, because at the end of the day, this is the person you want to have a life with, this is the person you want to live with. And then sexual boundaries will help you to know how far you can go with your partner sexually. And they are very, very important. These are things that are very essential when it comes to relationship or being together with somebody or staying together with someone. And so when you are setting a boundary, it is not wrong at all to set boundaries, because it helps the relationship grow. It makes the relationship healthy. And then you know where your responsibility ends, this person's responsibility begins. You get it? The reason why we even set boundaries is you can eliminate blame, like I said earlier, with the emotional boundaries. When each of you take responsibility of your actions, when there's a misunderstanding or there's a mistreatment, and then I am able to take responsibility of my actions, my partner is also able to take responsibilities of his action. It makes resolution easy, because both of you come to realization that, okay, this is what I did wrong, this is what you did wrong, let's apologize, let's put it aside, let's move on. Together you build a strong relationship. So boundaries are very necessary when it comes to relationship, and I'm so passionate about it because people are getting abused. People are covering under the name of love and maltreating people, which is very bad. The fact that I love you doesn't mean you have the right to abuse me emotionally or sexually. That is why we need to have boundaries. And you can quote me anywhere. Boundaries are very, very important. You can't be in a relationship without setting boundaries, without knowing your limits in the relationship. The fact that you love the person doesn't mean you are free to do anything at all. To wrap it all up, boundaries are very, 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 very important when it comes to relationship, and ensure that you respect each other's boundary. Trust me, if you follow these procedures or if you follow these steps, you are really going to enjoy your relationship and have one of the best relationships ever, because these are things that people neglect, people don't know, and causes conflicts in the relationship. So once you understand your partner's boundaries or the limits that your partner has set, and then you follow accordingly, there is peace, and always you would enjoy your relationship. So this brings us to the end of today's episode of the Love Live Show. My name is Clara Usapia, but you can call me Ms. Zara. Please, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Click on the notification bell and get notified anytime we post a video. For now, peace out.